I love Claymore. It has badass women with swords, crazy monsters, great action, and a really good story. Claymore is a mature, dark fantasy action story set in a medieval world with female warriors named Claymores that use big swords to fight crazy monsters. The reason Claymores exist is because they are the only ones that can save a village from a yoma, because yoma are these powerful monsters that can take on the form of people and even steal their memories. A yoma could be your father and you never know, so it's up to a Claymore with their heightened sense of smell, or if skilled enough, the ability to sense the yoma's energy called yoki to hunt them down. However, Claymores are feared. They may look mostly normal on the outside, but they have bodies that are half yoma and half human. Claymores work for this shady, mysterious group of people only known as the Organization. And because of this, Claymores are considered monsters or witches by the common folk and are outcasted only to be used as a last resort of a yoma crisis. And so enters our two main characters, Clara and Rocky. Clara is a Claymore that has become detached to her emotions, and Rocky is a young man saved by her that has been outcasted from his village. Together they travel their world doing missions, and through events they grow stronger and grow stronger together. But Claire has a troubled past, and she has a goal that she must get strong enough to defeat a certain yoma. We learn of Claire's past, and from then on out we meet many different Claymores with their own special abilities, as well different types of yoma with their own abilities. You see, not all yoma are the same. They range from being twice the size of men to being as large as big buildings and have all sorts of crazy abilities. And when the chance comes to take on a yoma that takes more than one Claymore to handle, Claire is ready to take that challenge. The story quickly goes from just being about monster hunting to with intrigue and depth and mystery, by asking and answering questions of the yoma and just what is the Organization. So that's the basics of the story, but how is the action? Well, it's mostly intense sword combat versus monsters ranging from small to large with their crazy monster abilities. Now, Claymores do have an advantage of being half yoma, as they can tap into that yoma energy called yoki. It can be used to make the Claymore stronger, faster, have better healing, and for some Claymores, special abilities. One example is Jean's drill attack ability.
21回転数最大私のすべての力を叩き込む
There are many other abilities like that in Claymore. So how well is this all executed? Well, the anime is beautifully animated by Madhouse. The fighting is extremely smooth. Rarely did I think something was poorly drawn or poorly animated. There's only like 2 times, and it was for mere seconds. And the voice acting for the sub, I love it. It was always engaging. It never fell out of place for me. Now, I have heard from people that the dub, Rocky's voice, got on their nerves sometimes, but I don't know about that, so you'll have to find out. The music, oh my goodness, if you ask me, is perfect for the feel of Claymore, and there is plenty of it. There's 34 tracks of music for 36 episodes of the anime, so plenty of variety, and like I said, I think it felt really good for the show and was unique. The general theme music felt beautiful. The before the battle music was freaking epic. And heartfelt music was somber and quiet. Now for how was the story executed. You feel for the characters in Claymore, even the non-main characters. I don't know how many times my mouth was left agape just because I could not believe what just happened. You really get a full course of emotions in this story. You get happy, sad, tense, shocking, and victorious. Oh, and the fee too, but no spoilers on that. The full range of emotions really raises the quality of the story for me. Alrighty, so how's the plot? Well, it moves at a nice, smooth rate. There's never any boring or slow parts. There's always some sort of conflict or action or big plot point around the corner. And I can say I'm never bored during the duration of an episode. Now, there are blaring issues with the last few episodes of the anime. As a first-time viewer, I knew something was very wrong. 2 characters show up during the last episodes of the anime, and one of the characters' progress was completely removed. You know what? The character was completely regressed to something before we ever saw it. And the other character was so shoehorned in, it felt extremely off and felt extremely rushed. And after that, it's the end of the anime. It's even a non-ending where the shoehorned character escapes, partially because of the regressed character. We the viewers are left with an ending of, we survived, let's have a talk of the future and have sentimental words. And then a pan zoom shot of the sky. To say the least, the ending did not satisfy me. It left me wanting more and was disappointed with what had happened. On a 1 to 10 scale, the anime went from a 9 to a 7 because of how rushed that ending was. I love Claymore, but I block out that ending. After watching that ending, I had one thought, that the story must not be over and the anime studio made up their own. So I looked up the manga, looked at the last chapter, and I was right. It was still an ongoing story. So I went back to the chapter that was last covered by the anime, and then went back 5 or 6 chapters. And what I found was a good bit different. The 2 characters that showed up, they were in a completely different place, and the one character that regressed was about to get some progress by getting advanced sword training, which made a pretty big difference for the arc that the anime ended on. The manga is now finished with 90 more chapters that has returning characters, returning locations, mysteries solved, all wrapping up to a beautiful tied up ending, not dragged out at all. I implore you, I really do, if you watch the anime, please go read the manga, go back to the chapter that was last covered in the anime, go back a few chapters, then read to the end. Claymore is truly an epic tale worth reading. Alright guys, it's time to give out the scores. The anime gets a 7 out of 10. It's truly a great show, but that ending just really hurts it. The manga gets an 8.5 out of 10. It tells an epic tale and it wraps up beautifully. Well everybody, that wraps up this review. I hope it helped you in deciding if you want to invest the time in the story of Claymore. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and as always, have a good one. Bye-bye!